Good evening, everyone over here on Twitch. Thank you for making it out. And for those watching over on YouTube as well, welcome to episode 9 of the Ottawa Senators Franchise Mode. Here at the beginning of the 2023-24 regular season, year number 4. In the last one, we had a good offseason with some good growth. We had a good draft as well. I liked it. Yeah, Grubauer's German. Speaking of Germans, we are starting to get a lot of Germans here on the team here. So I see why German Grubauer. Yeah, I see why that would be interesting. Tim Stützle, of course, our resident German. But we did go out in the draft. We drafted a high prospect, a highly rated prospect. If I just go to unsigned, and we had this one right here. We had Fikal, who was in the second round. He's a German sniper. And then our top prospect, the defenseman. So I forgot I did sign him. He's in the system, defenseman. There he is. Bernd Lautner at 3rd overall, the German offensive defenseman. So those two plus Stützle, it is a German invasion here in Ottawa. Some of the comments in the last one, love the thumbnail, so pumped for this episode. Greetings from Munich, from Schneebauer, so thank you for that. I am Livy, says let's go, greetings from Germany, so thank you for all those German lovers out there. And yeah, just a good offseason. I'd say the biggest move in the offseason was getting Anthony Cirelli. We didn't think that we'd be able to sign him, but we did end up trading for his rights. And then we wanted to qualify and sign him. Qualify and then sign him later on. But the game went ahead and signed him for 1 year, $4.2 million. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Come December, we have to sign Cirelli to an extension if we want to keep him on this team. He's a good bottom 6 forward, and we'd like him to be the third line center long term, I think. We had good growth from Denisenko, Brown, and Heponiemi now, who was a free agent signing, is now gone from Belleville first line to NHL fourth line after a 73-point season and 30 goals last season. He is definitely ready for the NHL. Over on defense, Shabbat Brandstrom, Graves, and Dougie Hamilton. Dougie has been amazing on that second pair with the +5 the last couple seasons, so we'll roll like that again. And then Mike Hewitt, who was the 5th overall pick in 2021, defensive defenseman. He's growing nicely. And Jake Sanderson, of course, created player, unfortunately, but he's there at an 82 overall now, the 4th overall pick in 2020. So I went off camera. I did all the special teams, +1, +1, 4-man, PKs +3 and 0. Sorry, I should do that. Yeah, or +1, +3 and 0 is okay. And power play is +5, +1. Mark, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the host as well. 3-man PK is tough to get anything more than a 0 on those. Starting lineup, we have Alexander Ovechkin, of course. I don't like always going after Ovechkin because we know how he simulates so well, but it made sense for us to get him in free agency. No one signed him. He came here, got the captaincy, got a cup, and he scored 100 points in his first season, 83 in his second. Currently at 863 goals and 1,544 points. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as he is close to breaking the all-time goals record and could do it this season on that +5 with Stützle and Tkachuk. Second line's amazing. I love DeBrusk, how he's grown to an 85. He's playing like a 90 right now. Couture at a 91. He's been here ever since the beginning. And Anthony Mantha also at a 90. So that top 6 is so tasty. Between the pipes, it is Gus the Bus. Philip Gustafsson had an insane regular season, going 45-19-0, 10 shutouts, 910 save percentage, 2.40 goals against average. Tough first game of the season in the last episode, but I'm sure that he will bounce back. He's backed up by James Optimus Reimer, who had a great season as a backup. Fell off a little bit at the end, but still a decent 10-7-1 record for sure. The scratches this season, Jérémy Roy is our 7th defenseman. Patrick Marleau is our 13th forward at the age of 44. And Kevin Lankinen is our 3rd goalie at an 83 overall. So I think that's all the things I have to say out of the way right now. In the last episode, the only comment for suggestions here was from XCrungyX, and he was talking about the AHL lineup. It will be on your screen over on YouTube. He said only issue that he has would be the top pairing on the defense in the AHL. He likes doing left and right. So the reason that Bernd Lautner and Brown, who are both righties, are on this pair is because I really want to get that +5. So I could put Lautner right there, but I'm not going to be able to put anyone else with Lautner if I want to keep a +5, making him an 82 overall. So that's why it's definitely worth it to keep Bernd Lautner with 2 righties up there. And then he also goes on to say that it would be a good idea to grab a veteran coach for any non-head coach job, as they will help to slow down the veterans' decline. And that is something we could check out for sure. Just to quickly say about the AHL lineup, it is looking great. Antonio Stranges has a +3 with Senyshyn and Hirose. Abramov has a +3. He wants to push for the NHL. Nicholas Nielsen, who is a 26th overall pick, is second-line center with a +3. Nico Koko and some other guys that we've drafted along the way. And then, of course, Bernd Lautner, Artem Zub, Samuel Bolzuk, and it's Mads Sogard between the pipes at a 79 overall, ready to be in backup in the NHL next season, perhaps. So, concerning that little point there about veteran coaches, looking at the coaching staff here on Ottawa, we are missing an assistant coach. We do have a goalie coach. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead, and promote Lutz here to NHL assistant coach. And then I'm going to go out and sign an AHL assistant and goalie as well as an NHL goalie. Because I guess someone must have been retired. I guess I forgot to look at it. So, I've got to look for NHL assistant coach, likely for veterans, so to just keep the veterans from declining. I guess we don't really have a lot of veterans on this team, but maybe for Marlowe, I don't know. So just someone for the assistant who has good attributes. So let's sort by teaching and coach influence. Let's look at that. And then if there's, this guy's veterans. Camden Setaguchi, 45% team fit. Not great, but that doesn't matter because he's not the head coach. So, and he's a teacher and he's veteran. So, hey, why not? Setaguchi, Devin Setaguchi's dad. Let's go NHL goalie coach. I'm not sold on him, so I'll just give him 2 years at, $600K. And let's see if he signs that. And then AHL, we want guys who have good growth in the AHL as well. So once again, still sorting by things like teaching. This guy's specialty is goalies. Maxime Medvedev, 58-63. But I guess I shouldn't be looking at that too much. Just think about B and B- for teaching and coach influence. Yeah, let's just get him. I'm not going to be picky here. I'm not going to start splitting hairs because that's not what I'm here to do here in this episode. I just want to get these guys signed and move on. So whatever, I'm not even going to get a goalie coach for the AHL because then they're going to start saying, oh, I don't want to sign. I don't like the role you've offered me. Then I got to hire him as an assistant coach, demote him to goalie coach, then fire someone else. It's such a massive process. It just deters me from wanting to do it. So EA got to fix that. Anyways, we started the regular season last episode. Game 1 of the season was a 5-4 loss in a 2007 Stanley Cup rematch. Now we're taking on the Edmonton Oilers here in a all-Canadian matchup. Thomas Chabot had 3 assists in that first game. Speaking of Thomas Chabot, he is an alternate for this season, as is Brady Tkachuk, as Alex Ovechkin continues to be our captain. And let's keep track of how many goals away he is from breaking those records. For NHL records, that is. Sorting by NHL goals, and Alex Ovechkin is just 31 goals away from tying Gretzky, so we could definitely get it done this season at 894. So without further ado, Game 2 of the regular season, season number 4. We had a Stanley Cup in year number 2, 55 wins in year number 3, but a first-round exit. That was a heartbreaker. Let's get back in the... And it's true, Reimer's starting tonight because Gustafsson started last game. Let's get back in the driver's seat here in, extended 5. What is going on here? Okay, we turn it around. Look at all the penalties we took here in this first period. My goodness. Anyways, we come back, Tkachuk and Chabot, and now it's 2-1 Ottawa. We want to be back, the Kings of Canada, as Toronto... Anthony Cirelli scores his first goal as a Senator. Love it. We want to get back in the driver's seat of Canada and Ontario here. Logan Couture, nice. He took already 2 penalties tonight, as the Leafs won the Stanley Cup last season. 5-1, Anthony Mantha, Ben Bishop getting destroyed out there. 5 goals on 23 shots. And we are now in the third period, up by 4 in what seems to be our first win of the season, perhaps. Lars Eller does score on James Reimer, 2-on-16 for him. But they're still down by 4. Once again, Vitek Vanacek's in net, and Tim Stützle scores. Benson comes back to restore the 3-goal deficit. Power play Edmonton, but another power play Edmonton. Taking too many penalties out here, boys. What's happening? DeBrusque, Cirelli, Couture again. Too many penalties. But we do take it 6-3 the final. Way too many penalties tonight. Let me see this. Penalty minutes. Can I not even see? Oh, yeah, here it is. Here it is. penalty minutes. Couture took 3 minor penalties, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 players took minor penalties as well. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 minor penalties. Not ideal here. 3 stars, we got Couture, third with a goal and assist. Grigory Denisenko, who has to really wake up this season, gets 3 assists. Lovely. And Anthony Mantha with a goal and an assist. I guess what was the game-winning goal. So it is now, we are now 1-1-0. I did all the scouting off screen, so that's set until February. Let's start simulating. Let's go see the Toronto Maple Leafs next week. Happy to join is Camden Setaguchi. And sources tell me the staff camera is great. Maxime Medvedev, welcome to the coaching staff. Detroit, we shut them out 5-0. That's what you like to see. Florida Panthers, tight 2-1 loss. Maple Leafs are 2-1-0 to start their season. Let's go. Let's get the first Battle of Ontario out of the way here. First shot or second shot of the game, Ryan Graves scores. 1-0 Ottawa. First period ends 2-1. Eric Brandstrom added another, but then Mitch Marner on the power play. Second period, no scoring. Shots are 28-14. We are doubling their shots exactly. Power play opportunity, and Alex Ovechkin scores on the power play. 3-1 Ottawa, another power play, and another power play goal 3 minutes later. Alex Ovechkin scores 2 goals on 2 power plays, 3 minutes apart from each other. Jake Muzzin scores to bring that deficit back to 2, but still only 3 minutes to go. That's true, in his office right there, Alex Ovechkin, and that'll be all she wrote. Shots were 43-18, and we take it 4-2 the final. Sheesh. Ovi with 2 goals and 5 hits. Brandstrom goal and assist, and Logan Couture 2 assists. Sheesh. We'll take that 4-2 win. We got to beat teams, divisional teams like that, and just provincial rivals every time. We got to take advantage of those. So now let's move into the month of November, and let's just start November, and we'll see who's a good team by then, and then we'll decide what matchup we want to go see. Let's get some simulation in here. 3-2-0. Buffalo Sabres, we beat them 5-3. Tampa Bay Lightning, who eliminated us last season. Eric Howla for Nielsen in a third. No, thank you. Oh my goodness. 8-2 win. Shoo! 8-2 win against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then we get shut out 6-0 against the Islanders. Okay. These are crazy trade offers coming our way here. Then we shut out Dallas 5-0. Love it. Okay, decline and edited block here. Take all these guys off of it. I guess these guys can stay, but no one's going to send me offers for them. Who cares? Blues are 7-1-1. Now they're 8-1-1. They beat us 4-3. And then the Rangers beat us 8-5. We get back in the winning column with a 5-2 win against the Flyers. The good old San Jose Sharks, we beat them 3-1. Let's see who's looking to be like a good team at the moment. Islanders are 6-4-2. Let's see what their record is by next week. And then what? My favorite panda's in the chat out of nowhere. Tornado Panda himself. Wow, what an absolute honor. It has been a little while, Panda. I know you're working hard out there. Great to see you in the chat. I'm sure everyone misses the Panda. Welcome aboard. Big hearts for everybody. From everybody. Wow. Let's get this win for the Panda boys. We're 9-6-0. We're up against the Islanders. This one's for Tornado. He is in the press box tonight. It's Panda night in Ottawa. The Panda bobbleheads are being sold. Or no, sorry, given away to the first 1,000 fans. Here we go. First period, 0-0. Shots 8-6 Ottawa. Second period, 2-0. Anthony Mantha has Panda fever. And then Tim Stützle gets right on it after that. Shots are tied at 19. It's in Long Island, but we brought the bobbleheads anyways, and we handed them out. We didn't care. 2-0 headed into the third period. 3-0 Anthony Cirelli, the newest Senator, wants to make a good impression with the boss. There we go. Panda fever. Jason Zucker brings the Islanders within 2 now. 3-1. They're throwing pandas on the ice. 3-2 now. Matty Barzal makes it a very close 1-goal game. And then Oliver Wahlstrom. 3 goals in 6 minutes, and this game is tied at 3. Close the door, Gus. Close that door. 3 minutes to go now. 2 minutes, minute and a half. And we're going to overtime. Shots 31-30 for the Senators. We got to go in and see this. Going to bed in like 30. Yeah, absolutely. I need that sleep as well, Panda. You know me. Yeah, let's hop in right here. Usually I would just skip it, or sim it, I mean. But we got to see it for the Panda. Let's see a beautiful Geno snipe for the Panda. Here we are in Long Island, New York. Barzal and Couture at the draw for some 3-on-3 action. Where's Timmy Stützle? I'm not sure. Beauvillier to Barzal. Coming into the zone. Poke checked. Into the corner is Barzal. In front now is that Seth Jones. Hits off a body. Bounces wide. Anthony Beauvillier. Barzal. Jones. Easy save for Gustafsson. Hamilton's in the corner now being board pinned. He needs support. Now Ovi will get it out behind the net, and he starts the charge the other way. It's a 3-on-2 rush for the Senators. Up to Logan Couture, to Dougie Hamilton, and it's a save from Darcy Kemper, and he will hang on. Oh, Ovi has that panda fever? Okay, I really hope so. Logan Couture leading the NHL in goals? Okay, my bad. Logan Couture, didn't mean to step on you there. He's at the face-off now. Speaking of him, offensive zone face-off. Kicks it back to Dougie. To Couture! Oh, big blocker save from the hottest stick in the NHL is stopped by Darcy Kemper. Ovi pulls it, pokes it away. No, he's wearing number 10 because number 8 is retired in Ottawa. Ovi up to Stützle now. Stützle does find some space, Timmy, and lets Zucker just take it off of him. Wallstrom, whoa, what was that? Wallstrom just walking in. Big pad save. Rebound off the side of the net. And now here comes Shabbat. Here we go. Up to Brady. Look for him. Okay, Timmy and Brady 2-on-1. Brady can check. And that's a poke check from Kemper as the shot couldn't really get taken there. Wallstrom. Now it's a 2-on-1 for the Islanders. But Senators have a man back. Got made it into a 2-on-2. Dobson, Zucker. Scores. Jason Zucker. 4 unanswered goals from a 3-1 lead to down 4-3. Oh, man. We lose 4-3. We got to go back at home. We got to get Panda Fever back at home. That's disgusting. I'm ripping into everyone in the locker room. I walk into the locker room. First stick I see, break it over my knee. Next 10 sticks I see, throw them on the floor of the locker room. What did I say? I said Panda Fever in the second intermission. And then we lose from up 3-1 to losing 4-2. We're going home against Vegas. 9-6-1 still the record though, so nothing to sneeze at quite yet. But let's get win number 10. Let's do it in front of the home fans. All like the first 10,000 get Panda hoodies. Here we go. First period. There it is. There it is. 3-0. DeBrusk, Heponiemi, and Alex Ovechkin on the power play. Shots 17-4. Absolutely obliterating the Vegas Golden Knights right now. Second period, 3-1. Chandler Stevenson with the lone goal. Shots are now 23-20. So that means that the shots were 16-6 for Vegas in that second period. Sheesh. Really going back and forth here. 2-goal lead for the Senators, though, in the third period. 5 minutes through. Nothing coming. No goals for us ever since that last one. Was it late in the first period? It was, yeah, with 3 minutes left to go in the first period. Now it's 3-2. Evgeny Dadonov, former Ottawa Senator, brings the Vegas Golden Knights within 1. 4 minutes to go now. Shots 35-25. Hang on tight. And you are absolutely kidding me. Jonathan Marchessault. Shots 35-26. And it's another lead that is squandered. 3-1 to 3-3. I'm just going to sim through this one. If we go to a shootout, I'll watch it. Who's going to be my overtime hero? Gustafsson, bro. What is happening? What is happening, Gustafsson? 4 goals on 29 shots. 2 assists from Mantha. Gustafsson, bro. What is happening? From Vezina Trophy to just getting bombarded. And it's not even a lot of shots that are coming his way. Logan Couture is absolutely killing it. Might be time to give Gus a friendly get back in your place bench. Could be that. What are these numbers looking like right now? Oh my goodness. Reimer is 4-0-0 and Gustafsson is 5-6-2 with an .878 save percentage. Yeah. Bye, Gus. Have fun on the bench for a little while. Auto-rotate goalie turning off. And Reimer coming to starter, I guess, for the next, 5-10 games. See you later, JB. Thanks for stopping by. Get some good rest out there. Get those REM cycles. We need Michael Hutchinson back in here. All right, let's get that over with. That's the one thing I seem to be struggling the most with. So Reimer's in. And even I'm going to take Gustafsson out completely. Lankinen's going to go as defense. Call David Aries, yeah. by Gus. Take a few nights in the press box and rethink it for a little bit. Yeah, you gotta put them in their place sometimes. I guess so. So let's give Reimer. He was 4-0-0. Let's give him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go see the Avalanche. Oh, I was gonna say for Narf, but also because they're 13-0-1. So that's 2 reasons to want to go see them. So actually, at the home and home between the Devils and the Canadiens, I'll pause to put Lankinen probably. Zub's fully healed. Okay, let's get Zub back in the lineup. Yeah, we'll check defense. Bolduc, Stasiak can come out. And Zub goes back. Defense, yeah, I'll check that for you right here. +2, +5, +4, +6, +6, +6. Not the defense. I mean, it's not totally just plus minus, but just for a quick glance. 1-0 shutout victory. Optimus Rhyme, let's go! Optimus Rhyme, 6-3 win. I love you, James Reimer. Let's go Reimer against the Devils, then Lankinen against the Canadiens. Against the New Jersey Devils, 4-3 win. Let's go, Reimer. Love it. Lankinen's going to get the start here. Gus, just see you later, Gus. No, I love him. I can't say that. Let's go. Lankinen hasn't played at all. Yeah, Reimer's playing great. Lankinen can go against the Canadiens just to give him a little break here, Reimer. And then we will put him back in against the Rangers. Montreal Canadiens, who are 12-6-4. We win 4-1. Kevin Lankinen. Okay, buddy. You're looking pretty good as well. My friend Lankinen. Ooh-wee. But Reimer has been the hotter hand, so we're going to keep rolling with him at the moment. We'll go against the Rangers, who are 11-10-0, and then we'll go see the Avalanche, who are, I'm not sure what their record is now. They were 13-0-1. Now they're 16-3-2, and we got shut out 3-0 against the Rangers. Not the Reimer's fault there. Nick Malak going on waivers here. Let me see Nick Malak. He's a two-way D, second-round pick, a really good prospect in the real world, but medium top 6 D potential now. Not really a reason for me to want to sign him. 2-star puck skills. Anything good in his career to show me? 3 games in the NHL. AHL numbers are okay. To be honest, though, my 7th defenseman. Here's the point here, Legend. The 7th defenseman in the AHL is a 60 overall. So I will claim Nick Malak, but purely just as the 7th defenseman in the AHL for injuries. Because I'd rather have Nick Malak at a 78 than Stasiak at a 60 overall. So I'll just claim him for that reason. Thank you once again to the San Jose Sharks for being the Senators farm team here. All right, at the Canadian Tire Center, we are 14-7-2. The Avalanche are 16-3-2. This is going to be a good one. 2 good teams right now. Avalanche obviously much better, but let's see if we can shut them down with James Reimer between the pipes. First period, 2-1 Avalanche. Denisenko opens it up on Minor, whoever that is, some generated goalie. And then Mikheyev and Saad, though, 2 goals in the last 4 minutes. 2-1 for the Avalanche. Second period now, 3-3. All right, there we go. Alex Formenton scores on that 4th line. Then, like 40 seconds later, Brady Tkachuk puts us up 3-2. And once again, though, a late goal from Brendan Saad. And this is a 3-3 game. Shots tied at 23. Final 20 minutes will decide it. Whew, this is shaping up to be a pretty good game. Power play Senators now. Let's get that +5 unit out there. Oh, power play for the Avalanche, and they score. And then Connor Brown, former Avalanche as well. Just putting a little salt in the wound. 5-3, not over yet. Power play Ottawa. Killed off, and that'll be probably just about it. Boy. Wait. Hold on. I spoke way too soon. I didn't believe in the boys. Logan Couture ties... What am I saying? Please excuse me. Logan Couture scores a late goal with a minute and a half left to bring us within 1. It is a 5-4 game. Let's hop in and see this. I'm tempted to see if we can get something going in the last minute and a half. Wouldn't take too much of our time, but we could see something fun. Has Reimer's hot hand run out? Well, it's against a very good team. We'll see. Let's get busted. Maybe. I'm going to check his overall numbers. Let's see it. A minute 35 to go in the 3rd period, and it's 5-4 Avalanche. Late goal from Logan Couture. Claude Giroux's there, and so is Teddy Bluer. He gets absolutely demolished by Thomas Chabot. Let's go, boys. Come on. Alex Ovechkin, the captain. Up to Timmy Stützle. Windmill over nobody. Eric Johnson. Yeah, I know. 5 goals and 27 shots, but from the best team in the NHL as well. Claude Giroux gets more than crushed. He gets his soul lifted from the world. What an absolutely bulldozing construction wrecking ball hit of a collision there. Goalie's getting pulled now. Ovi Shabbat wide open! Oh, glove save Minor. Whew. 40 seconds to go here in the third period. Goalie's pulled. And we're down by 1. The fans, let's go, let's go. Get them going. Spartacat, get them excited. Second line's out. DeBrusk, Couture, Mantha against Landeskog, McKinnon, and Rantanen. Face-off win. Dougie, Ovi, back to DeBrusk, wide open, scores! Jake DeBrusk in this game tied at 5! With 36 seconds to go, the goalie pulled, and Jake DeBrusk, 90 overall, Jake DeBrusk with the chemistry, scores his 14th goal of the season. Oh yes, as he gets thrown down to the ice, he puts it in the back of the net. 5-5 game. Yes, look at this. As he gets, boom, he gets a huge hit, nice clean. Nice clean hit thrown by Bowen Byram, and that's huge. 36.3 seconds to go. 5-5 game, and the choker does it again. Let's go. We don't even need overtime, boys. Keep fighting. Here's DeBrusk again. Jakey, no, gives it to Landeskog. Mikko Rantanen, don't let them get this. Let's go, Mikko. Makar, glove save from James Reimer. He'll hang on to that. 19.6 seconds to go. There's Nicholas Hay, I believe his name is, the head coach. It's worth the face-off. Big win to Ryan Graves, former Colorado Avalanche. Graves, come on. Over to Dougie, up to Mantha. Come on, skate forward. There you go. Jake DeBrusk, final 10 seconds. In front. Oh my goodness. Big glove save from Minor from a big shot from one of the hottest sticks in the NHL in Logan Couture. Logan Couture, actually, did he drop off in goals? I'm not seeing him up there anymore. But Jake DeBrusk is there with 13. What was I going to say? Yeah, so the goalie has a Colorado Eagles helmet, so I'm assuming he has a super low overall, and he's just somehow a deity between the pipes. Avalanche win the draw, and that gets them through to overtime. From down 5-3, this game being tied at 5, the Senators have some great fight in them. Shots are 37-30 for Ottawa. Come on, skip. And let's get straight to overtime. Here at the Canadian Tire Center, it's overtime. The fans are excited. Ovi and Couture versus McKinnon and Landeskog. Ooh, baby. Quite the matchup. McKinnon wins it back to Makar. I believe it's Shabbat up for Ottawa. Nice move from him. Landeskog, big shot, and Hamilton clears out that rebound. Yeah, it's Hamilton, not Shabbat. I believe I did that, yeah. Now here's Logan Couture. He's on the first. Okay, so it's not Shabbat who's on the first, and he's replacing him. He's actually always on the first. Dougie! Nice save from Minor at a short angle. Dougie broken up by Landeskog, trying to pass that in front. Nice moves from both teams. Some soft hands here in the neutral zone. Here's McKinnon and into the zone entries as well. Nate McKinnon in front to Landeskog. Don't let that shot go. Very nicely done, Dougie. Ovi lets himself get pinned in our own zone. Makar, new hook, big pad save. Juicy rebound was there. Once again cleared out by Dougie. And now here comes Alex Ovechkin, getting pushed to the outside. Come on, Ovi. Come on, Ovi. No, gives it to Newhook. And hold on, power play time. Okay, interference. Power play for us. 4-on-3 power play. That's Newhook getting 2 for interference. Let me see this. Took the shot. And then, oh, that's such a terrible call. His back leg from taking a shot bumped into another player. But hey, I guess we'll take it. But that's garbage. Couture and Denisenko are on the 4-man power play there with Tyson Jost defending on the 3-man PK. Jost wins it to Byram and he'll clear that. Ooh, oh, I thought that was going to be a delayed game. Now Stützle and Ovi come out instead. Come on, Stützle. Give me a nice face-off win and then feed it to Ovi in the office. Once again. One once again by Jost. Now here's Eric Johnson. Can't get it through. Okay, Timmy Stützle. Take a 2-on-0 rush. Stützle. Ovi. Stützle. Oh, what a save from Minor. At least a shot got taken. Ovi, one-timer again. A huge save from Minor. Oh, what a... Oh, hold on. Brandstrom scores. Eric Brandstrom and the Ottawa Senators win it in overtime. From down 5-3 to a 6-5 victory. Eric Brandstrom gets the winner. What a roller coaster there on that power play. Wow. What a play right there. Stützle back to Brandstrom. Takes a nice snipe. Poor Minor. That guy was going crazy between the pipes. Big saves. Sliding from one end to the other. Whew. Yeah, let's check Reimer's numbers after this one, but what a victory. Everyone's excited there. Hey, big smiles from everyone. Wow, 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 wow. Very impressed with that one, my friends. Shots were 41-32 in the end. 3 stars in this one. Sam Girard gets 3 assists for the 3rd star. 2nd star goes to Brendan Saad with his 2 goals, of course. And 1st star goes to Alexander Ovechkin with 3 assists and 2 hits. So I guess no one really ran away in the points category like a hat-trick for anybody, even though it was a 6-5 game. But 3 assists for both Girard and Alex Ovechkin. Big, big win against a very good team. 32 points in 24 games for Logan Couture at the moment. Let's go check out some of these numbers here now that we've gone through 24 games. Jake DeBrusk, over a point per game. I love it. I love it. Mantha, 22. Ovechkin with 9 goals and 20 points. Dougie Hamilton, 20 points from him. Stützle, 19. Tkachuk, 19. Denisenko with 16 on the 3rd line. Lovely. Shabbat, 15. Brown, Forment. Yeah, lots of good point totals here. Love it. Love it. Love it. Goalies, let's see. James Reimer, 9-1-0. 1 shutout, 900 save percentage, 2.77 goals against. I think Reimer's still good. I'm going to put Lankinen in for this next game. But I don't know. I don't think it's time to bring Gus back yet. My responsibility for this team is to give our team the best chance of winning every night. And Gustafsson was not doing that. Reimer's playing very well. I'm going to keep him backup role for this next game. Give him a night off after a long one against the Avalanche. I will play Lankinen against the 8-12-2 Panthers. And we'll see what happens there. Then we'll go see the Predators. But again, Anthony Mantha concussion. The slightest thing could get Gustafsson back in this lineup. The slightest little choke from Lankinen or Reimer could get Gustafsson back in this lineup. So I'm going to put, Logan Brown probably. Actually, no, Denisenko's hotter. So Denisenko's going to go 3rd line. Formenton's going to go Denisenko's 2nd line. Formenton 3rd line. And then Patty Marleau comes in to play in what will be his 23rd NHL season or something. He gets to finally make his season debut. How many seasons does he have under his belt here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25... This will be season number 26 for Patrick Marleau. The 26th season that he makes an appearance in. Wow. At the age of 44 on that 3rd line. Will keep me out. Oh, sorry, on the 4th line. Okay. All right. We're good to go. We are good to go. We win 3-1 against the Panthers. So I'm going to put Reimer back in net against the Predators. I don't want to play anyone in a back-to-back, even though Lankinen's really looking good. Like, looking exceptionally well. 2 games, 950 save percentage. So let's get Reimer back in nets for the Predators. That on all 3 shots. Yes, absolutely legend. Short leashes for everybody. Canadian Tire Center against the Predators who are 10-11-4 or 10-11-1, and we beat them 4-1. Another 1 goal let in. Only 1 goal let in. So it's tough to really make me want to say that Gus gets back in here. 4-1 victory. Careful your NHL goalies don't get... Yes, good thinking. I do want Matt Sugard to play the majority anyways, but I will have to be cognizant of that. Let's just keep simulating slowly here. We'll keep a close eye on things. Actually, hold on. It's December 1st. December 1st, we got to see if... 4-0 shutout! Optimus REIM, baby! Let's go! Oh, wow. I just want to see, can I offer Anthony Cirelli his contract extension now? Anthony Cirelli. No, I cannot. So sometime in December it'll be. All expiring. Yeah, I can't offer him yet. Heponiemi, though. It could extend Heponiemi. And towards the... Yeah, we'll check at the end of December. He only wants 2 years, 0.775. 1 year keeps him as an RFA. I'm down to sign Heponiemi, like, long term. Like, I'd give him... I want him to be my 3rd line center of the future, perhaps, if Cirelli ends up becoming 2nd eventually, once Couture's gone. But at the very least, 4th line center. So let me see. Hold on, let's break out the calculator here. Yeah, 1.150 for 5 seasons. Or we could get him really cheap for 2 seasons. Very, very cheap. But then if he goes up by then to an 83, 84 overall, he'll be wanting 3, 4 million. That's why it might be worth it right now to even sign him for longer than that. Let's go 6 seasons maybe. 6 years at 1.225. I think we can do that. I think that's a pretty smart deal. 1.350 for 8 years. Okay, you know what? Why the heck not? I just said I don't want to cheese, but then at the same time, you got to go with what the system is. If he wanted that much money, he doesn't think he's going to be good. You don't believe in yourself? Fine. I believe in I believe in you. I believe in you. Cheese the system. It deserves to be cheesed. German cheese, baby. Hepanyemi. Okay, anybody else we can sign right now? Maybe Abramov. Could go 3 years on Abramov, really? He really doesn't want a lot at all. I'm going to go 8. You know what? Let's cheese for everybody. 8 years, 0.8 for Abramov. I don't care if he never makes the NHL. He's going to be in Belleville forever if he has to be. But I do want to make the NHL. What about Senishin? Is he willing to go one way? Does he want an 8-year deal? No, he wants a little bit more money. I could go 3 years on him. So I could go 3 years, 0.95. Oh, there you go for Senishin. Eat up. And then the rest I'll deal with those later on. Any goalies expiring? Reimer's expiring. How much would he want right now? He wants a really cheap deal. That's good. But he probably won't be here next season. Sogard. Also cheap deals for him. Oh, really cheap. Really cheap. I could go 8 years, 8 years, 1 million per season on Sogard. And he's our backup of the future. 8 years at 1.050. Why the heck not? Let's just see what happens. Let's at least give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, back to simulation now. We'll keep an eye on Anthony Cirelli for later. Well, it might be worth to keep. Yeah, maybe. Let's go to the next home and home here, or back-to-back game. Sorry, I mean Mantha's back in the lineup, so that means Denisenko's going to move back down. He's been playing very well. 21 points for him. Alex Formenton, 9 points for him. And Patrick Marleau, 2 games, 1 goal. Yes, Patrick Marleau. Anthony Mantha back in the lineup. He'll go there, swoop, and back to the top line. Bang. Great. 18-7-2 is the record. Formenton, mild concussion. Brutal. But that means Marleau's back in. He's only out for like a game or December 8th. He's out for barely any time. Marleau, get back in there. Detroit, 7-2 win. Oh my goodness. Abramov signs on for 8 years. Hepanyemi signs on for 8 years. Senishin doesn't want a two-way deal. Okay, that's understandable. And then Sogard signs on for 8 years. All right, thank you very much. 7-2 win against the Wings, and then a 5-0 shutout against the Penguins. Optimus REIM, how does he do it? Marleau, 3 games, 1 goal, and a +2. Bang. Let's get Formenton back in there. Wow, 5-0 shutout. It's how the Germans do business. That's it. I'm going to put, I'll keep Reimer against the Ducks, and I'll go Lankinen against the Devils. 4-3 loss. All right. I had to lose eventually there. But James Reimer is playing out of his mind right now. I really do want to get Gus back in this lineup, though. But they're not giving me an opportunity to. 9-14. He's 13 wins in 16 games. 9-14 save percentage. Lankinen has to go in there. I'll see if there's there's another back-to-back game coming up right here. So let's go Devils, Lankinen right here against the Devils. We win 5-2. Bruins are 15-13-3. I'm going to go back to Reimer for, you know what? No, I'm going to go Lankinen this game against the Bruins, and then I'm going to go Gus against the Penguins. 3-2 win in the shootout, and now 16-10-3 the Penguins. Gus is coming back for this one. Lankinen is red hot, though, for sure, but he just played in a home and home. So Lankinen, he's playing amazing. He's going to go back up. Reimer's going to get the night off, and Gus is coming in here against the team that drafted him. Yeah, he has to play eventually, so he's going to come back. I need to see good things from Gus here against the Penguins, because if he really starts to be like really syncing it up, that's grounds for a trade. Penguins, let's go, Gus. Let's go. 5-2 win. That's good. That is very, very good. We're going to be rotating 3 goalies here. That's what we're going to do. 12-12-6 for the Hurricanes. Gus back between the pipes. 7-4 win. Okay, that's all right. I am going to switch it to Lankinen, though, here. 4 goals against. I don't know what the circumstance was. Let's get Lankinen back in here. We're going to give him another opportunity. He's been red hot, even hotter than James Reimer, I think. So we'll give him. Can Couture get point number 50 on the season, maybe? Lankinen bruised shoulder. Disappointing, but does free up our a spot between the crease. So Lankinen, how's he been looking so far? Wow, 946 save percentage. 5 games, 5 wins. That's so crazy. And he was a waiver pickup. Let's get Reimer back in here. Good. So the Islanders, we beat them 6-1. Wow, Lankinen is so good. Tuukka Rask on waivers, but 2 years left. We can't do that. But wow, 80 overall, 2 years left at 1.55 million. Wow, and backup potential. Good numbers. Good, but in the A, no, he's 2-2-0. Good numbers, but we definitely don't. The last thing we need is a 4th goalie right now. And he has 2 years left on his contract, so we don't need that. Tuukka Rask, I'm sorry. The Lightning are 19, 9, and 5. Let's play Lankinen against them, against the Lightning, and then Gus can come back. 3-2 win. Wow, how does he do it? I know. That'll be a great pickup. Any other franchise, that's a good pickup. Gus, you're back in there. 880 save percentage. Let's try and get back to the 900s here, Gus. Up against the 14, 15, and 6 Red Wings. This has to be a win for you, Gus. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. 8-7 shootout win. Whoa. Gus from an 880 save percentage. Now he's at 872. All right. Reimer's back in. And you're really making me think here, Gus. You're really making me think. Doesn't deserve it. No, he doesn't. Did we play Anaheim? Yeah, I think we just did a week or two ago here. Yeah, it was a 4-3 loss. Jackets, let's go. Yeah, I'm going to keep... because then Lankinen's going to be back for the 26th. Reimer... let's go Lankinen against the Kings. Lankinen against the Kings. Just continue. Columbus Blue Jackets. We're 27-8-2. 4-1 win against the Blue Jackets. Blues are 25-10-2. We beat them 4-2. And Tampa Bay once again, no thank you, who are 22-11-5. We lose 4-1. All right, good timing then for Lankinen to come back in here. Check contracts. Thank you, Narf. Thank you. Let's go back to edit lines. Let's get Lankinen's going to go in for Reimer. 916 save percentage for him. Gus, does he come in at all? No, still an 872 save percentage. Lankinen, who has a 946 save percentage, will play between the pipes. Contracts now. Anthony Cirelli, you ready to get signed out here? All expiring. Cirelli, no, still not ready, eh? Maybe it's sometime in January. I don't know. We'll check January 1st. But just to say, we have barely anyone to sign and still $12 million in extension dollars. So we're in a pretty good place cap-wise for the moment, I would say. LA Kings, we're at home. They have a losing record. Come on, Lankinen, keep it up. 3-2 win. Very nice. I'll look on January 1st here. Welcome to the year 2024, everyone. And we're going to start off against the Chicago Blackhawks, Lankinen's old team. All expiring. Cirelli. Okay, there we go. So Cirelli, he does not want the extension, but I don't care. I'm going to offer it to you anyways. This is pretty cheap. Oh, baby, this is cheap. This is a lot cheaper than it was going to cost us otherwise. So even when they don't want the extension, I'll start off by offering him the 85%, even if he says he doesn't want. 4.5 times 85%, 3.825. German Business Techniques 101, exactly. 3.825 for 6 years. That's pretty good. Brings him to 32. Or we can do 5 years, which is a bit more conservative maybe. And it would cost us 3.7. So 1 year less, and we save 125K per season. 5 years at 3.7 or 6 years at 3.825. We're pretty much saying we get him for cheaper for those 5 seasons, but we're pretty much saying that we're not going to get him for a 6th season. Because by then he'll be wanting a lot more with inflation. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. 3.825 for 6 seasons. Because inflation gets crazy in this world in the future. Jérémy Roy wants an extension. He's down to do 2 years. Yeah, I'm down to give you that. Very down to give you that. 2 years at 0.825. Yeah. Don't have to ask me twice. And Patty Marleau still wants to be extended. We'll see what happens if he retires or not. All right. Let's see if Cirelli takes that 85% or not. Either way, Lankinen's in nets against the Blackhawks, who have a very good winning record, 23-12-5. We beat them 4-3 in the shootout. Another day here. You know what? Let's go. Yeah, you know what? Let's get Reimer in against the Maple Leafs. New Jersey Devils. Cirelli rejects. Yeah, that's okay. And Roy accepts. Nice. New Jersey Devils beat them 4-1. Oh my goodness. Lankinen, man. How's he doing it? Lankinen, 935 save percentage. He is 8-0-0 with 1.64 goals against average. I really want to get Reimer in against his old team, though. Jane that drafted him in the 4th round. He's 16-3-0. You know, Lankinen's so hot, but I want to get Lankinen here. Lankinen might be a starter longer term, but just for this game specifically, I want to get him in against the Leafs. All expiring, so let's go back to him again. We'll keep trying. 6 years. Now he wants 5.3 for 6 years? That's why. That's the little glitch sometimes. It starts to change. Oh, Marlowe. Let's go back. Let's try. Yeah, this hurts a little bit. Because now his contract demands have changed, which is weird. So, you know, I'm not even going to offer him a contract then. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till the demands change. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep checking it every couple of weeks. Toronto Maple Leafs, let's check this game out. 55 points in 43 games for Logan Couture. We have a back-to-back coming up once again. But tonight, against the 29-6 and something Toronto Maple Leafs, this is a great Battle of Ontario. One of the best in a long time, I would think. James Reimer is hot. He is poised, and he's ready to go. First period, 1-0 very quickly, and it ends 3-1, the period does. Tkachuk scores twice in the opening 5 minutes. Logan Brown gets the other on Veni Vevalainen. And then Colin Blackwell scoring the lone goal for the Leafs. Second period, 4-1, Anthony Mantha on the power play. Shots are 24-20 for the Leafs. Austin Matthews brings the Maple Leafs within 2, but then Anthony Cirelli, who's holding out on those contract demands, on those contract negotiations, restores our 3-goal lead. Power play Toronto, and it's Amirov who scores on the power play. Back to a 2-goal lead for us. 5-3 game with 5.5 minutes to go. Shots are 36-27, but Anthony Mantha is going to put it away with his second of the night, and Ottawa wins it 6-3, the final. 34 saves on 37 shots for Reimer, 2 goals and an assist for Tkachuk, 2 goals for Mantha, and 3 apples for Alex Ovechkin. Hepanyemi sore shoulder. So do I have another? Yeah, so okay. So Gambrel is going to go center. And then Marlowe's going to come on the wing here. Patty Marlowe back in the lineup. -2. So I got to... Maybe if I move... Okay, let's put Cirelli. Okay, Cirelli 4th line center just for like a couple days. And Marlowe can play center. He has 74 faceoffs and he's listed as center. But Brown is 79. Yeah, I'm going to put Brown there. And we swap that out. Lovely. The Dallas Stars are 14-23-4. I'm going to play Reimer against them, and then I'm going to put Lankinen against the Jets. Anton Khudobin's on waivers. He's a 79 overall. Good numbers, but again, last thing I need is another goalie in the system. I think we're fine with the goalies that we do have. 0-5-0, unfortunately, but with really good numbers. Could I make him a third goalie in the AHL? That would only be if there's an injury in the AHL that he plays, though. No, you know what? I'm gonna let him play in the AHL where he'd be a starter. I'm not gonna bury him as a third starter on an AHL team. If anything happens, we can just get another goalie. We're 33-9-2 at the moment. What a season it's been, low key. 3-1 win, another only 1 goal against game for James Reimer. I hope everyone has him in their fantasy lineups. Let's get Lankinen back in there for the Jets. Alex Ovechkin has dropped to an 86 overall, but that's okay. How close to 894? He's now at 881. Ooh, he's only 13 goals away from passing Gretzky. Wow. Patrick Marleau, 4 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. And the Jets now are 22-11-9. Lankinen's between the pipes right there, and that will be a 4-3 victory. Keep the good times rolling. We'll keep going against the Edmonton Oilers, going much more slowly through the calendar now to account for these for all these goaltending changes. Igor Sokolov is injured down in Belleville. There we go. Edmonton Oilers, we beat them 5-2. Nice. We'll get Reimer back in nets. But you know what? I can probably just I can turn auto-rotate goalies off now and just let them roll for a little bit because Gus is not getting back in at this point. There is no reason for me to bring Gus back in, and that might be a deadline move. Oh, Lankinen's already in? Yeah. Oh, I think that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. Reimer's in for this one. Is Gustafsson a trade deadline move? I don't know. LA Kings here, 17, 23, and 7. Beat them 8-2. Sheesh. We're 37, 9, and 2. Hey, by the way. Heponiemi playable injury. Let's get Lankinen back in there. Let's get Lankinen in nets for the next couple games against Calgary and then San Jose before the All-Star break. Igor Sokolov is fully healed. How's Matt Sogard doing these days down here? Yeah, great numbers from him. Let's get, and Joey Decord's good as well. Let's get Joey Decord in there. Oh, I forgot to put Igor in there. 3-2 victory. Nice. And Heponiemi's fully healed, so that means we're going to take back out Marlowe. 1 goal, 2 assists in 8 games for him and a +4. Eat that up. Go there, go there, go there, and then go there. Nice. And Heponiemi comes back to the lineup. Go to the AHL. Grabowski goes there. Coco goes there. Coco the monkey. And then Sokolov back there. And all is well in the world. San Jose Sharks, last game before the All-Star break right here. They're 23, 20, and 6. We beat them 5-3. How many games have we won in a row? What's going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's a 10-game winning streak. And then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We have won 19 of our last 20 games. And then 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We've won 26 of our last 28. This is twisted stuff. 39, 9, and 2 at the All-Star break. Gus, man. I'm going to put him on the trade block. 66 points in 50 games. This is a run of runs. Absolutely. Let's check out the points now through 50 games in the season here. How are we looking here in the point category? Couture 66 and 50. Kachuk over a point per game with 55. Stützle's at point per game with 50. Jake DeBrusk second in goals and 49 points right there. Dougie Hamilton 44 assists for 48 points in 50 games. Anthony Mantha 43 and 48. Ovechkin with 21 goals and 43 points in 50 games. He is currently at 884, 10 away, just 10 away. Shabbat Denisenko 32 and 50. I think he's already past his career high. Yeah, easily. Right there. Cirelli with 25 and 50, point every other game. Brown 24, Brandstrom 20, Graves 16 for Menton, 11 for Gambrel, all those guys. Hewitt and Sanderson both plus 10s. Heponiemi 7 points in 45 games. That's okay for fourth line center. Artem Zub, how's he doing? Let's check him out. Artem Zub. He has 16 points and is a plus 17 through 40 games. And here's how the rest of the team looks down there in Belleville. Goalies now. Let's see the goalies. James Reimer, 23 and 0. Lankinen, 11, 0 and 0. 3 shutouts for Reimer. Gustafsson, 9, 6 and 2. Not a bad record and not absolutely atrocious numbers, but just not very good. 872 save percentage, 3.34 goals against average. I don't want to trade Gus. We have him signed long term. He got us our Stanley Cup, but I don't know if he's going to be playing again this season. Honestly, I don't. I'm going to keep things rolling here against the Detroit Red Wings. Let's see what we got against them. 2-0 shutout. How does he do it? How does he do it? This is breaking some records right here. Lankinen, he has to be breaking records. He has to be. That's 12 wins in a row now. Oh my goodness, how does he do it? 933 save percentage through 13 appearances and 12 wins. I wish I had the words. Let's go check out the contract demands from Cirelli. Have they changed at all? He still wants... Okay, he's gone down. Very good. He's gone down. So if we go 5 years, let's think. I was just thinking about Jack Campbell. Would Anthony Cirelli consider 5 years at 4.250? 5 years, 4.250. I know it's more expensive than we were thinking, but that was if he wanted to re-sign, which he doesn't. So we're going to have to pay to keep him. That means I don't want to keep him for maybe as long. I'm not sure. Reimer is going to go in nets now in this back-to-back game. Stream taking a bit longer than I thought it would, but that's okay. If it means that we're going to keep winning games, that's okay. 11-game winning streak at the moment for the team. A 12-game winning streak for Lankinen. against the Bruins at TD Garden here. 4-3 victory. We have 41 on the year. And then, hey, easy decision to renew my contract. Okay, Anthony Cirelli didn't take 85%, but still a relatively fair, yeah, it was a good deal. For 84 overall, medium top 6 potential, very good third line center, 4.250. Not the end of the world. I'll take that. And we still have more cap space to play with. There we go. No thank you, Alex Radulov. Fair deal, yeah. Not a crazy deal for either side, just a good, fair deal. Reimer's here. Now let's go back to Lankinen. Against the Vancouver Canucks, let's see it. 5-4 win. That was a close one. 5-4 win, but we keep the winning streak alive. It's what now? 13 games? Montreal Canadiens are 20, 25, and 7. I'm going to go Lankinen. I'm going to go Lankinen, Reimer, Lankinen these next 3 games. Canadiens, Canadiens Montreal, 4-3 shootout win. Again, a little bit tighter than you'd like. But a win is a win, and Lankinen is still undefeated. 14 wins. He's 14-0-0. 924 save percentage. Sheesh. And now Optimus Rhyme is getting back into the action here against the Minnesota Wild, who are 21, 26, and 7. That's a 6-3 win against them. Hawks are 31, 18, and 8, but I think Lankinen has their number. He has something to play for, and he wants to stay alive. And he wants to keep his streak alive. But again, I got to check this record. How many wins in a row is this now? Is it 14 wins in a row? That has to be a franchise record. Yeah, Jennings trophy for both of them. Let's see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's a 15-game winning streak right now. Going for 16 wins against the Blackhawks. For win 16 at the United Center. Let's do it. 5-1 loss. Oh, has to come to an end eventually. But tough that it had to happen against the Hawks as well. Lankinen, it's all right. Take the night off. Take a couple games. That's okay. 5-1 win for the well-simulated Chicago Blackhawks with Patrick Kane. That's okay. That's okay. Home and home again. Yeah, home and home. Definitely Reimer's going to see against her action against the Hurricanes. He's playing against the Bruins, and he beats them 4-1. He'll start the home and home against the Carolina Hurricanes in Carolina. Reimer will. Game number 1 of that little mini-series. Ooh, Formenton MCL sprain out till April 22nd. Yikes. That's a big injury. Thankfully, it's 4th line, but still. Patty Marleau, lace up those skates, get the oxygen tank on your back. You're going to be playing a lot of minutes here. Might want to think about getting some 4th line depth here, because we need a 13th forward, unless we were to just call up Hirose, Stranges, Senyshyn, or Abramov. Probably Senyshyn would be the guy that I'd call up. Probably him. It's okay. Daddy Marleau can carry. There you go. And it's a 4-2 loss against the Hurricanes. All right. It happens. Lankinen, let's get back on the horse, buddy. You're back in. And then it'll be the Wild again coming up next after that. All right, at Canadian Tire Center, no thank you for that trade. It is a 1-0 shutout victory for Kevin Lankinen, getting back on the horse. Lovely. Senyshyn's a really good choice. I don't think we need to trade for anybody. If need be, we'll just get him, call him up. Let's keep Lankinen in net for a few more games here. 5-1 win against the Minnesota Wild. Winnipeg Jets now. 6-1 win. Wow, that's 2 goals against in the last 3 games for Kevin Lankinen. What the heck is happening? 5-4 shootout win. Ovechkin fully healed. Okay, I didn't know he was injured. And then last game before the trade deadline here against the Maple Leafs. And it is a 4-1 win again. Underrated opinion. Keep Lankinen long-term. Sign Reimer, but also keep Gus in case something goes awry next season, or in case... Yeah, but the problem with doing that is that if we do just keep him on the bench as whatever option, that's like $4.25 million getting eaten up just for someone to sit in the press box, you know? That's the issue. But I see what you're talking about. We'll see what happens in the rest of the season before we make big decisions like that. But I see what you're saying. And hey, by the way, that's win number 50 at the deadline. 50 seasons at the deadline. 50 wins at the deadline, my friends. That is bonkers. Bonkers. Do we want to make any deals here? Let's look through the trade blocks of the other teams in the NHL. 80 points and 33 goals for Logan Couture right now, who has found the fountain of youth. Point per game for Tkachuk, Stützle, almost for Dougie Hamilton. DeBrusk is killing it. Ovi at 26. He's so close. 889 goals. Watch the Ovi watch. We got to keep watching the Gretzky watch. Mantha 53. Shabbat 45. I don't know if there's anything we even have to think about doing, to be honest. Would we want to make any changes to this team? I don't think so. I don't think so. Anything you guys can think about? I don't know. Like, do we want to think about even doing anything at the trade deadline or just full steam ahead? Is he a plus 47? I didn't even realize that. Plus 47. Sheesh. What's Bernd Lautner doing right now? He has... nice. 34 points. Okay. Set bench Gambrel and put Senyshyn in. What's Gambrel doing here? Dylan Gambrel. He has a lot of trade value. 14 points in 63 games. Not bad. But the thing is, Gambrel fits well in the fourth line. Senyshyn does not. It would probably be a -1 if Senyshyn went on that line. That's the only issue. Maybe a fourth liner. Maybe. Keep the team where they are. Let's just check. We'll check trade blocks, and then I'll update the scouting. We'll sort by overall. Yeah, I don't think we'll do anything, to be honest. But I just want to see if there's a real good fourth liner with, like, no value. Like, actually, you know what? I shouldn't even go by trade... No, you know what? I should. I was thinking I should go by player search, but that won't tell you who's on the block. That's the issue. Phil Danault's on the block. Lovely. Love to see some Phil Danault out there. Charlie Coyle, no. Keep team as they are, go for Senyshyn. Yeah, but no, like, yeah, that's an internal change. You're saying only changes would be internal. No trade external type of things. No. Cam Atkinson and Alex got 2 years left. No, thank you. Matt Dumba. Duncan Keith, 40 years of age. Duncan Keith. Whew, and he fits deep pairing 3. Oh, that's interesting. He could replace Hewitt or Sanderson. He could be our 7th D instead of Jérémy Roy. Would that be crazy? I don't think so. 91 poise. Think about that. Keep that in mind. Duncan Keith is definitely possible. David Krejci's out here as well. Krejci fits the top 6, though, so not as ideal, but he's a possibility. No one there. I'm looking just at age, kind of. Brent Burns. That's a massive contract, of course. PK2. No. Who is this here? 36. That's Zuccarello. Matt Zuccarello. He has 30 points in 61 games. Fits the power play. I don't know. Defense would be anything. I wouldn't really think about forwards. More defense I'm thinking about, if anything. Overall. Shattenkirk. David Savard. Former Ottawa Senator. David Savard signed to a massive contract. Unless you scratch Keith and keep him for the... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Keith wouldn't be in the lineup. He would just be the 7th D instead of Jeremy Waugh. Spurgeon's there, Shattenkirk. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the right... Ooh, Phil Kessel. Hold on. Phil the Thrill. But again, do we need forward help at all? But that's so tempting. Phil the Thrill, baby. Phil the Thrill. Phil and Keith are both really tempting. Especially for Keith for the playoffs. Nothing really in these other teams. Vegas has Pacioretty, who doesn't fit the lines but has 39 points in 62 games. They're a good team, though. They wouldn't trade Pacioretty. Check Graves. Well, what about Graves? Winnipeg... Yeah, I'm going to go back to Dallas here and see what do they want for Duncan Keith. No, I do believe you. They're a losing team, so it makes sense that they want to trade him. What kind of draft picks do we have in this season? We have our 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So not a great year for draft picks. Could we trade them a rookie skater, perhaps? Maybe Simon Robertson here would be someone that we could move. And then we throw in like a 5th round pick. Robertson and a pick. Even let's say a 6th first. Robertson and a 6th for Duncan Keith. No, not where it needs to be at all. 5th round pick probably makes more sense, but even then I'm not sure. 5th round pick. Your deal is woefully insufficient. 4th round pick. Trade rejected. Too far off. Let's go. Come on. With a 6th round pick. Doesn't meet the block. Come on, Dallas. What kind of offers are you going to be getting for him? I'm coming early to you. Early bird special. Gus for Keith, maybe, eh? No. 4th round pick. There we go. That was my final offer as well. On behalf of the Dallas Stars organization, I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. Duncan Keith, welcome to Ottawa. Let's try and get you one last Stanley Cup before you call it a career. Where is he? Duncan Keith. Here he is, 40 years of age. He's been playing all season. He has 21 points. Not bad. Negative 19, though. But he's closing in on 1,500 games played. He was on Chicago, of course, for his whole career. Went to Edmonton for like 20 games. Then back to Chicago. Or maybe he went from Chicago to Edmonton. That must be it. But then we finally get him. At the age of 40, he's going to be nice 91 veteran poise. Still 3.5-star defense, and he'll be good for our 7th defenseman. Now the question is, do we go after Phil Kessel? Hobbsy, hey, by the way, if you just wanted to, I don't know if you're curious, we had a 15-game winning streak, and we are currently 50, 11, and 2. And this team is just absolutely bonkers. And it's all thanks, well, it's a lot of the scoring, but the goals staying out of the net are Kevin Lankinen and James Reimer. Philip Gustafsson has barely played at all this season. Gussie has 9 wins, 872 save percentage, 3.34 goals against average. Lankinen with a 925 save percentage and 1.98 goals against average. He has a record of 19-1-0. And then we have James Reimer with a record of 23-4-0. 3 shutouts, 914 save percentage, 2.31 goals against average. So we're rolling with them right now. Graves plus 47 exactly. Great team, great team. That's going to be the only deal that we do probably. I wanted to do that before the trade deadline so that it doesn't mess up all of our lines. Enter the trade deadline, see if anything crazy is going on over here. Who's on the block? Aho's on the block. So is Erik Karlsson, Pietrangelo, Leddy, Barry, Slavin, Theodore, Lindholm, Danault, and Kirill Kaprizov on the block. What the heck? Team's interested senders. I don't know about that. Who else are we interested in according to this game? No, Sebastian Aho, though. Sheesh. We're in a good place. We don't need a first-line center, but this is quite the what's the word I'm looking for? Trade deadline, trade bait board over here. Trade alert. Did the Wild just trade Kaprizov? They trade Kaprizov to the Bruins for a second-round pick? What? That was all it took? A second-round pick for Kaprizov? I guess that's a really good second-round pick. He had some good value. What? That's insane. Dougie Hamilton, by the way, leading the NHL in assists. So we're 50, 11, and 2. We're in a good place. I don't think we're going to make any deals here. I'm just going to go ahead and exit the trade, the trading mini game here. But I do want to quickly just see for fun, what would the offers be for Philip Gustafsson? Doesn't have a lot of trade value, so as goalies never do. Christian Dvorak, a 3rd in Connor Murphy, Orlov in a 4th, Grzelcyk in a 4th, third yeah, garbage. We could get Buchnevich on a terrible contract, though. Yeah, nothing interesting. Rangers, what did they do? They trade Cam Fowler and Julien Gauthier for Ben Bishop and Jordan Spence. Huh. All right, let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. Wow. Big deals being made. And this team is, I love this team. The Senators team, we got, what, 55 wins last season? We could set a new franchise mode record in my record book. I think I've seen 64 wins, I think. Maybe even 66, but definitely not 67, 68, 69, 70. And I know we won't get, unless we go perfect the rest of the way, pretty much, we won't get there. But let's see, how many wins can we rack up by the end? So Leddy went to Vancouver with a 3rd and Evgeny Sveshnikov for a 1st, a 3rd, Stillman, and Sarich. I don't know who Sarich is. Hey, look at this. Good old Tony DeAngelo on waivers. There you go. What's his overall? 80 overall. That's surprising because in the Minnesota franchise, he has like tons and tons of trade value. So what's his contract like? Yeah, we have no room for him at all, but 10 points in 63 games. See you later, Tony. Eventually, I would have liked Aho or Kaprizov with 50 wins at deadline and be foolish to mess up. Exactly. Wouldn't make sense, as juicy as those players are. Let's keep on rolling here with Lankinen starting. Let's go. Any other home and homes? Or I keep saying home and homes. Any back-to-backers coming up? Yeah, tough one against Buffalo and Tampa coming up here. Jordan Osterley on waivers. He is 79 overall. We don't need him. We already picked up Nick Malak on waivers as our 7th D in the AHL, so unneeded. Vegas, Eric Robinson now on waivers. 79 overall, 2-way forward. Again, we don't need him. Not necessary. Vegas, we shut them out 8-0. What? 8-0 shutout. Then we lose 5-2. A very rare loss. A very rare shootout loss, 5-4. Oh my goodness. 8-0 shutout. So let's see, where is Ovi right now? Keeping on that Gretzky watch. We got to keep watch of that very closely. He is at 26 goals, which puts him at 889, 5 goals away from tying Wayne Gretzky. Sorry, I shouldn't have exited the lines here. I'm going to get James Reimer to start this game here against the Sabres. Yes. Goalies, Reimer, bang. And where does Keith fit, by the way? Where does he fit best? I'm just curious. He fits best on the first pair. Not where he's going to go, but that's where he fits best. Okay. Let's get this first game simulated with Reimer between the pipes. 3-1 loss. Do we keep him in? No, I'm going to go back to Lankinen. Can't play him against two really tough opponents back-to-back games here. Reimer still a 914 save percentage despite the L. That's all right. We're not going for records. We just want to have a good solid end to the season here. But then we lose 3-1 again with Lankinen in nets. All right, let's keep on simulating. Strange's injured knee. Hey, Pasquale the Penguino. Long time no talk to Pasquale as well. Hope you're doing well, Pasquale, over in the Antarctic Circle. Keeping warm as well as possible. Great to see you. 7-5 win against the Leafs. The goaltending is slipping a little bit, but we're still scoring to make up for it, which is nice to see. Against Buffalo now. Let's keep it up. Come on, keep those goals coming. 4-0 shutout. Yes, there we go. 4-0 shutout. Lankinen is flying. 89 points for Logan Couture right now. So 7-5 win and 5-0 win. Let's check back in on Ovi. He's at 27 goals now, which means that he's still 4 away. We're going against the Penguins now. We're 53-14-3. Oh my goodness. Another shutout for Kevin Lankinen. This guy's going for the Vezina at this point. From a third goalie to Vezina. That's what he's going for right now. Nick Malak, 3 games, -2. I can see a terrible scenario with Ovi, however, I'm not going to see it. I can as well. I could definitely see that happening. But we're going to hope not. There we go. Strange is back in the lineup. 47 points. Against the Capitals? Well, let me see. What's he at here? I'll say it after the record's broken. Okay. He is currently at 890. He's not going to score 4 goals this game, unfortunately. But if he does, that would be crazy. You know what? Just for fun, let's go in and watch. I'm not going to go in game unless he does score 4 and he's about to break it. Or he scores. Actually, would a cutscene thingy go if it was tied or if he beat it? Anyways, first period 1-0. Second period still 1-0. Shots are 20-16 for Ottawa. Oshie scores the second of the night there. 2 goals and 17 shots past Lankinen. I don't know if Lankinen does well in the slow sim. That's the issue. In the calendar sim, he's doing amazing. And we might be getting shut out here by the Washington Capitals. And we do. 30 save shutout. Yikes. For Mike Smith, of all people. He's still playing in 2024? Okay. Let's keep on going. Let's see, Colorado Avalanche. We lose 4-3. Francisco Grabowski, injured arm. Again, we have no forwards, so that means we're going to get Nick Malak back in there. There you go, Nicky. A 0 on that line somehow. Vancouver Canucks, we beat them 3-1. 55-16-3 is the record, matching last season's win totals. Alex Ovechkin at 28 goals. He is now just 3 away from tying Wayne Gretzky's record. Oh, wow. The captain. Let's keep it up here against the Arizona Coyotes. We lose 3-2 in the shootout. Now we're coming up against the Montreal Canadiens. We have to continue to keep an eye on Ovi. Could do it in the office. Francisco Grabowski up to a 74 overall. A sniper, 3rd-round pick back in 2021. He's playing very well. Let's check it again. Takes a bit longer, but it's going to be worth it here. Alex Ovechkin, 28 goals he is still at. Back to the simulation now. Against the Montreal Canadiens, who are 27, 37, and 11. We beat them 2-1. Good game from Lankinen. I'm going to put Reimer in for this game against the Flyers now. Did Ovi score? He did not. Lankinen swap out with Reimer. Still at a 922 save percentage. My goodness. Against the Flyers here, who are 43, 32, and 2. That's going to be a good matchup right here at home against the Flyers. We beat them 4-3. Lovely victory there from James Optimus Reimer. Any goals for Ovechkin in that one? Yes, 1 goal for Ovi. That puts him at 892. He is just 2 goals away from tying Wayne Gretzky. 2 goals away. Let's hop into this one here. Against the Florida Panthers. We'll watch this one at home. Petition for us to start the playoffs as well. Oof, I would like to, but I gotta let the YouTube people throw in their thoughts. First period ends 2-2. Petrie for the Panthers, and then Gambrel Mantha for us on Matt Murray. But then Andrew Kopp comes right back. 2 goals in the last 2 minutes. This game's tied at 2. Second period, 3-2 Panthers. Mackenzie Weegar, 3 goals on 23 shots against Lankinen. But then Logan Couture, our points leader, ties this game back up at 3. 4-3 Ovechkin. That's goal number 893 for Ovechkin. 1 goal away from tying Wayne Gretzky. Power play for the Panthers is killed off. Power play again for the Panthers. Late, we kill it off again. Tim Stützle makes it 5-3. Could Ovechkin get an empty netter? No, 5-3. So it's a 5-3 win. Alex Ovechkin has goal number 893. Couture had a goal and an assist. Dougie with 2 assists. And Stützle also 1 goal, 1 assist. Nice momentum. You love to see that. And that is win number 58. 58. And wow, I just remembered I totally forgot to update the scouting here. Yikes. All right, scouting's done. Lovely. Great. That's out of the way. I think I did it in like 5-6 minutes, something like that. Better than the usual 10 to 15. Life continues here, and yeah, so we got to keep a watch on Ovechkin. 1 goal to tie. Unfortunately, I can't watch the entire, like, multiple games until he scores a goal. But we will keep watch for when it does happen. First period, 0-0. Shots 11-3 in our favor. Second period, 1-1, and there it is. Against the Columbus Blue Jackets, Alexander Ovechkin has tied Wayne Gretzky's goal record with 894 in his career. Alex Galchenyuk scoring the 1 goal for the Jackets, and this game is tied at 1 thanks to our captain scoring his record-tying goal. Could the game winner be number 895 to give him number 1 spot on the all-time record list in the game's history? 2-1 Ryan Graves. It gives us the lead. No problem, Narf. Welcome back in. 2-1 for the Sens late, and Alex Ovechkin gets it! 3-1 Ottawa, and Alexander Ovechkin stands alone as the highest goal scorer in the history of the National Hockey League with his 895th goal in his 3rd season with the Ottawa Senators. The captain, 2 for Ovi, 2 for Graves, and we win 4-1. 30-22 were the shots. Huge night from the captain. Second star of the night. Lankinen, good night from him as well, getting 21 saves. And Alex Ovechkin stands alone. At least we did it at home, I think, right? Was that a home game? Was it? Can you go back and see if it was a home game or not? Oh, yeah, it does tell you. Yes, it was a home game. Hey, lovely. It was a home game. That's nice. Did it at home in front of the fans. I'm sure there was a cutscene and everything, but like I said, I couldn't watch every game until it happened. Let's check the record book now. Let's see how beautiful that looks. Anything? Yeah, we picked up Duncan Keith as our 7th defenseman heading into the playoffs. And there it is. 895 goals. Look at that. Marleau continues to keep playing games. Now he's past 1,900 games played. Wow. And most points, yeah, Ovi's not quite there yet. Assists, Jumbo Joe's at 5. Nothing else really changing in the record books. But man, Alex Ovechkin, number 1 goal scorer, standing alone in the NHL's history. And by the way, we're going for 60 wins here in this next game against the Blue Jackets. And the season's not even over yet. We still have a few more games to go. So we play the Jackets again after beating them 4-1. Separated shoulder for Mark Kostelich. That's not good. We're gonna get Nick Malak back in the lineup here as a forward. Nicky Malak, there you go, buddy. And Nico Coco can play center. Crazy. Gretzky more assists than anybody has points. 3-2 loss against the Blue Jackets, 5-4 win against the Canadiens, and that was win number 60. Oh, Mike Gardner. Of course we know Mike Gardner. And that was win number 60 right there. We're going to get James Reimer in to finish off the regular season with us. James Reimer, Lankinen had fantastic numbers, but after a couple, I don't know, not high-scoring games, but a loss followed by a 5-4 win, let's just give him the night off. He may very well be our starter in the playoffs. And hey, by the way, Logan Couture has 98 points. So let's see if he can hit 100 here against the Rangers, game number 82 on the season. Put Gus in nets? No, wouldn't have been a bad idea. Too late now, though. Apologies. First period, 2-1. Jake DeBrusk, possibly assisted by Logan Couture. And then Tim Stützle on Ben Bishop. Panarin scoring 1 on Reimer. Second period, no scoring. Yeah, you're right. That would have been a good idea. That's all right. Carrying the old man carrying the offense. 2-1 is the score heading into the final 20 minutes. Logan Couture may be at 99 points. Brandstrom scores to make it 3-1 now. 2-goal lead for the Senators, halfway just about through this third period. Power play for the Rangers. Power play goal from Panarin. It's his second of the night. We are still up by 1. Power play for the Rangers again. It's an extended power play, but we kill it off. Shots are 31-19. Tim Stützle adds the empty netter, and the Ottawa Senators get win number 61. What a season. 2 goals from Stützle, 2 assists from Dougie Hamilton. What did Logan Couture do, if anything? He got 1 assist, so he ends the season with 99 points. What I was thinking was, Ovi, watch every game. Of course, the system would just work like that, but he does do well in the slow sim, thankfully. Oh, let's sim one more day to get the end of the season officially, and that is, hold on, 1 more game to play for the Rangers and the Islanders, I think. And that's, 82 games played for everyone. What a season. What a season, especially for Logan Couture and the goalies. Man, oh man. Plus 60, plus 7, what? Plus 70 for Ryan Graves. These are the numbers that you see when you play every game on Rookie. Plus 70 for Ryan Graves. 66 for Hamilton, 64 for Couture, 53 DeBrusk, 40s all the way down. What? Couture with 99 points and 60 assists, 39 goals. Is that a career high at the age of 55 for Logan Couture in goals, assists, and points? Hold on, let me see this. Yeah, that's a career high in goals, assists, and points at the age of 35 for Logan Couture. Not even a career high in power play points. He was just a monster out there at all times. Tim Stützle with 84 points in 82 games. That is a career... No, not. He had 90 points in year number 2. But a very, very good year number 3 for Tim Stützle. Brady Tkachuk was a point per game. Said... No, not at all. Not at all. Brady Tkachuk with a new career high as well. He's closing in on 500 games played. At the did I say age of 55? Oh, I thought you were saying... Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you were just saying in general. 82 points for Brady Tkachuk. Old man, 35-year-old Logan Couture. Dougie Hamilton, 80 points in 82 games for him. That is even better than his previous career high that won him the Norris of 79 points. So he's just been a monster, plus 66 for him. Alex Ovechkin, 34 goals and 74 points at the age of 38. Another great season for him, as he's been great every year in Ottawa. Going down in the goal category, but that's okay. Anthony Mantha, 70 points. Those plus minuses are Slim's dream, exactly. Best season of Anthony Mantha's career as well in goals and points. Another great year from him. A great year for everybody. What more can I say? Jake DeBrusk, career highs in goals, assists, and points by a long shot. 30 goals, 40 assists, and 70 points for him. What an absolute tank. Thomas Chabot, 55 points, up to a 92 overall. Ties his career high at 55 points. Has a 70 problems. Yeah. Denisenko, so he slowed down a little bit, Denisenko did, but still a career high by a lot for him with 44 points. Logan Brown, 39, career high for him in his second season. Anthony Cirelli, yeah, he definitely slowed down. He had 30, I think he had 30 points in 63 games, and he got 4 more points in the next 19 games. So a bit disappointing from him. He slowed down, 34 and 82 for him, despite playing almost 15 minutes of ice time a night. Eric Brandstrom, 28 points from him, up to an 87 overall. Career high in goals, but not in points. I know, but I'm saying the pace that he was at before, he slowed down a lot comparatively. Ryan Graves, 27. Duncan Keith did not play any games for us. Dylan Gambrell, 20 in 82. Sanderson with 15. Formenton with 14 in 57. He got injured. Hepanyemi, 12 in 77. Hewitt with 10 in 82. Patrick Marleau, 9 points in 32 games. He's the old man at 44. Worst plus-minus on the team was Formenton at a +2. Worst plus-minus for an 82-game season was Gambrell at a +3. So the fourth line, not great. That's all right. Let's see the goalie numbers now if you want to keep your brain exploding. Kevin Lankinen goes 28-6-2 with 5 shutouts, 920 save percentage, and a 2.12 goals against average. James Reimer, again, 36 years of age. It's an old folks home on this team, but they're performing. 25-5-0 with 3 shutouts, 913 save percentage, 2.35 goals against average. Give them the Jennings. Gustafsson, 9-6-2 with 2 shutouts, 872 and 3.34. Not great. Lankinen has 82 poise, Reimer 85. Who's going to start in the playoffs? I'm not sure. Let's look at the entire NHL now. What kind of awards did we win, if any? Leading the NHL in points with Nate McKinnon with 109. So Logan Couture was the second highest goal scorer or point scorer in the NHL. Thumbnail, yeah, could be the old folks home. I was thinking Optimus Rhyme, James Reimer on Optimus Prime, something like that. But there's gonna be some element of the old folks home. I'm gonna work it out. Anybody else up here? No one else up here. There's Tim Stützle, right? Then him and his fellow countryman Leon Draisaitl. Kachuk was up there. Yes, he was a waiver claim. We almost didn't get him as well. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't think his analytics are very good. So the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, top 7 players in the NHL for plus minus, all on Ottawa. 8 out of the top 9, 9 of the top 10 from the Ottawa Senators. 9 of the top 10. Just unbelievable stuff. Goals in the NHL, the Rocket Richard goes to Austin Matthews with 53. And then checking all goalies in the NHL, it was Pavel Francouz with 40 wins. Same for Jonas Korpisalo and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Andrei Vasilevsky. Sheesh, that's a lot of wins. A lot of good goaltending this season. Let me see minimum 30 games played. Even minimum 40 games played. Let's look at save percentages from minimum 40 games. Actually, no, Lankinen won't be in there. So minimum 30 games played. So Lankinen had the best save percentage in the NHL for goalies who played at least 30, or I guess at least 32 games. And for goals against average, also the best, I believe. Yes, so best save percentage and goals against average for at least 30 or 35 or whatever, just for a starter in the NHL. Not enough to get the Vezina, as a guy like Vasilevsky did very well in 66 games played. But just to say, Kevin Lankinen, take a bow. A waiver pickup. That's like the best waiver pickup in NHL history, it has to be. Rookie skaters, if you're interested, it was Shane Wright with 58 points. Fred Langkow, first overall pick from Boston, at 40 points. Brad Lambert doing better here than in Minnesota. Benoit Olivier Grouet, there he is. And even Mason Shaw. Shout out to some old friends. All defensemen in the NHL, it was Dougie Hamilton. John Carlson not far behind with 76. Darlene 65. Doughty 62 program. Yeah, even Quinn Hughes not as many points as Dougie Hamilton. Us Kevins are something. That's true, eh? That's exactly it. Digging the other team's grave and that's interesting as well. A lot of good ideas. So I think that's it for the scoring. I think we can move on from that. Great to see. Now let's go look at the team record itself. So they're 61, 17, and 4. Do I even have to say it? The President's Trophy goes to the Ottawa Senators with 126 points right there. Chicago was behind us at 108. Colorado would look to be poised to win the President's Trophy with their record, but we ended up coming away with it. Yeah, that's true. We do know that. Hobbsy. If you could catch it in the YouTube comments as well if you have a good eye. We had 3.85 goals for per game, 0.5 more than anybody else. 2.46 goals against a game, 0.08 better than anybody else, so top in the NHL for both those categories. Power play at 19.3% was good enough to be in the top 10 of the NHL, I believe, yeah. And then penalty kill of 81.9% was probably closer to the middle, maybe closer to the bottom middle. Yeah, closer to the bottom than the top. In the middle, but closer to the bottom than the top. But what a season for the Senators. And looking at, just as well as the other teams in the NHL, if you're curious whether teams did or did not make the playoffs here. Crazy, win a division with, Philadelphia won their division with being only 93, but being 10th in the NHL. Florida missed, unfortunately. Meanwhile, you have San Jose making it 18. And the worst team in the NHL was, drumroll, the Columbus Blue Jackets, who Ovechkin broke the record against. Then the Canadiens, Kings, Wild, Devils, and so on, Hurricanes. All right, so I think we're good to move on there. What a season. Let's see, who are we facing in round number 1 of the 2024 playoffs? Belleville, by the way, 51-17-5 at the moment. I'm going to turn auto-rotate goalies back on so that Matt Sogard and Decord can get a little shared time there in these final 3 games. Auto-rotate goalies back on. We have to figure out who are we going to be rolling with between the pipes. In round number 1, the Ottawa Senators will be facing the Boston Bruins, who went 43-32-7. We'll check how Sogard's doing. I will check everybody. Boston Bruins. Marchand, Zibanejad, Pastrnak, Kasha. Trent Frederic, Athanasiou. Kaprizov, of course. Ever since he came to Boston, 12 points in 19 games. Langkow, Yafalo, Coyle, Studnicka, Martinuk. Defense. Vakanainen, McAvoy, Parayko, Zaboros, Soucy, and Carlo. And it's Linus Ullmark backed up by Cal Peterson. Brant Clark, Scott Lawton, Giovanni Smith as the healthy scratches. Interesting. Odds are in the Sens' favor. I hope so. Let's check out the Belleville scoring quickly here. And we can call it an episode. This was an extremely long episode with the amount of things that we touched upon. But just to say that Abramov, 71 points in 74 games. He's going to want to go to the NHL next season. Chartier, 61. Stranges with 60 and 71. Hiroshi, Nicholas Nielsen, a draft pick of ours, 49. Bernd Lautner with 41 points. He's up to a 78 overall now. Grabowski, Sokolov, Pekka, etc. Plus minus, Boldzuk was a plus 49. Hey. And worst is, who's actually playing, is Kastelich with a plus 10. Nick Malak, as playing fourth line center, has 15 points in 20 games. There you go. Or fourth line winger. Nick Malak. All right, everybody. So I think we'll wrap it up right there. I'll check that out in a second, Slim. But I think we'll wrap it up there for YouTube, my friend. So let me know your thoughts heading into the year number 4 playoffs. What changes do we make, if any, to this lineup? Do we get Duncan Keith in there right away? What's gonna go on for the goaltending? Yeah, I think Lautner's going to push for the NHL next season, which could push out Logan Sanderson, Jake Sanderson. So who knows what's going to happen next season? We put that far away out of our minds. Draft, free agency trades, we don't need to think about that. All we're thinking about is that Stanley Cup. Let's get one more for the boys out there. What a season for Couture. Marlowe's still hungry. The goaltending was unbelievable. And I'll just stop talking right there, everybody. So thank you so much for watching. Over on YouTube, if you're enjoying this series, leave it a like. Leave a comment letting me know what you thought about that. Letting all of us know. And if you want to connect more with us and myself, link for the Discord server is down in the description, excuse me. And consider, sorry, I just saw your season, Hobbsy. We've got a cup to win, exactly. Because after last year's first round exit, we want to get right back to that Stanley Cup final. I can't even speak. ASAP. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We do a lot of franchise modes, career simulations, different games, and all that jazz. So I'd love to hear your input on any and all series. And just thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, where we'll go for a second cup in our 4th season at the helm in Ottawa.